From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set, 8, read.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
At the 24-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Hey, Charlie. You get it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Watch his left.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance.
Start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Mike 50. Watch the run.
Blue draw Corkers.
It's sock, baby. That's a baby sock.
Snap.
On 1st down, Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Ready?
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Echo.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Check, 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 check. Check.
Regular.
Ringo.
All 52.
Here's Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
$3.19.
50 seconds to Mike. We want this.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? It was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Hey, orbit.
Check 4, check 4.
Five.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, Delta.
Back to throw here. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Dolphins that have grabbed the early lead over the Jets. That one of the many games we'll be watching around the NFL here these final few weeks of the campaign. Singletary to get the drive started. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Sub. Here we go. Watch the ship.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike, 55. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Check. Kill. Check 3. Hey, check 20. Alert. 24. Hey, out. Watch it.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Mike 56. Watch the curl. Switch. Under 10.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Check.
On on second down. Singletary. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
52. Don't let him breathe. Done. Pass 85. Pass 85. Kill. Hey, wahoo. Shoot.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Pass 10.
Big air.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Mike's 57. Hey, box drop.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
It's a party now.
57. Mike 57.
Here we go. Kill. Hey,
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Demario Davis picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
On the ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Come on,
from the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I got wide.
X3, 218, hit it.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
6-6, bullet high. Got it. Big hit. Smooth. Go.
Back to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the double. Greystone, travel.
Rabbit. Hey, alert 3.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Set, ready?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Not today.
Hey, exit. Get it.
2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
And this is Cook with the ground. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Snap.
He'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back, and he's got him.
Usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one. Reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken very short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Cut. Motion. Stop. Check. 55 to Mike.
Allen going to throw.
We go.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
56.
Let's go. He's coming. Double up.
Alert.
Check nickel.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Come on. You better break it.
Kill.
Hey, home.
Out. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check.
Half 85. Half 85. Hey. High 7.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Operating from the gun. Allen flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
We're going to work.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
55. Middle. 55 Mike.
Allen now from the gun. He'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Bravo!
55, Mike.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Hey, check.
Here's Allen to throw it.
I know he ain't got it.
And he will find his man on the outside. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
You ready?
An 8-yard pickup. And the Bills first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Done.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Five boy. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Alert.
Here I come.
Half.
Check.
Hey, tight.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Diggs has it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Sponge.
Alert.
No. Rush in.
On first down, Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain of 37.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Now, looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Zoo.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
In your face.
Check 24.
Allen now looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take over first down.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Hey, Haywood!
They'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Darren Lee able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Mike.
Round 80!
Mike, 5-5. Exit.
Half 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. I'm here all day.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Hey, Charlie.
Turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Now watch run.
Mike, 50, go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, home.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Echo.
55. Let's go, D.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
Orbit.
They'll set up to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
17 there and a New Orleans first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Got it.
The mic, watch 49.
Here we go, here we go. Get it.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Mike 49.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Check right, check right. Watch 85.
I'm coming. Go, go, go.
Now this time, Allen will throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 55. Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
I'm going to.
Stop. Check.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Showing up.
Hey, tight.
Kill. Motion.
Allen operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, foxtrot.
Mike 55. In your face.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cameron Jordan. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Now it's Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception.
Let's go.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Yo, go.
Shit. Hatchet. Check the backer. Share.
Smoke. Shoot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll look to throw here. This is complete to Michael Thomas. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, Alpha. Bear. 5.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Check. 319. Check. 55 to Mike.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, it's a fourth win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.